All right, week 9, we got the Falcons against the Patriots. Hey, I'm trying to get more subscribers, so if you don't mind, I'd love it if you subscribe. If you've got a question or comment, drop me a note. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we got New England favored by 5.5, as we have right up, as you see right up here. So I'm going to take New England, even though the model has Atlanta winning with 67% chance of winning, which correlates to about a 4.7 point spread. So with that is when I look at all the data, when I look at uh, past recent performances and injuries and such, this is where the Bayesian really comes into play for me. Both teams have some weak points, as we can see here with the Patriots with their rush offense and their pass defense. And then you come over here, you look on the left, we can see the same thing over here. Atlanta's got two categories where they're in the bottom third. But both have some strengths and some weaknesses. One of the things I definitely am looking at is Drake May and Mike Vrabel. They seem to be finding their way. I think that Michael Penix and is going to be a good quarterback. I don't think he's got enough behind him right now. I think the rest of the league is catching up to their play calling and their scheme when it comes to how they're using Bijan Robinson. Is what it looks like to me, especially when you look at their last two losses. Realize that both Drake May and Penix have been on the injured list, and it looks like just was coming back, but you never know until they actually show up in the lineup or they make an announcement. And I don't know if they've done that yet. The other thing that I also look at is just look at all these wins, and New England just seems to be getting stronger. So that's the reason why I'm going to go with New England on that. So let's go ahead and look at the next set of charts here. So again, from the top two charts, these are from the model. The bottom two charts are player rankings and ratings and such. So the model has Atlanta with a really strong passing game, especially when you see these upper numbers here. But at the same time, I'm not really sure that we're going to see that from them. I don't think Penix is that good. Patriots have a strong secondary. They've got a pretty strong defensive line overall. And so and both teams are healthy. We'll get to that in a minute. And then when you come over here, is it shows New England with not as strong as a passing game, but I think what we've really seen in the past few weeks is Drake May and that offense finding their footing, and they're putting up yards, but they're putting up solid yards. They're getting first downs and touchdowns and protecting the ball the way that they need to. Let's come over here to the right. So a couple things here is I do see a lot of sacks over here for New England. So they're going to need to protect them, but I don't really see a really strong rushing game. But this is a head-to-head matchup. So what that tells me is Drake May is probably holding on the ball longer than he needs to. And so hopefully that's something that they're working on. But I'll also look at over here, when you look at the big plays, that is a very strong indicator in terms of teams being able to do well. So it's one thing to be able to just push the football, but not be really getting big plays and getting first downs, getting touchdowns, moving it in the red zone. Let's come down here to the bottom. So this is player strength. Most importantly, is we have over here on the right, who's available. So I pull this. This is Monday. So this is just pulling from who's on the injured list right now. So it shows that Michael Penix is on the injured list as of now, but he should be coming off on Saturday. So that would put him up again. But he's rated as an average quarterback, whereas Drake May is his ranking, his performance has been driving that rating up quite a bit. And then the same thing over here with Atlanta Falcons quarterback and top three receivers. His top receiver is London Drake and Drake London. I always mix that up. But anyhow, if you add those two together, that's where you get the stronger player group over here. But that notwithstanding, the Patriots, they're rolling. They're finding their passing running game, and it's looking very strong. They've got a strong offensive line. The defense is going to be where they are somewhat weak, but again, I don't think that. I'm sorry. These weaknesses are Atlanta, which are weak, and those are going to be exploited by New England. And New England, they don't have an overly dominant defense, but it's good enough. It's a bend and don't break. And they have a really strong secondary, and they're going to force the ball to go through Bijan Robinson, which is predictable. So the model sometimes is going to take the totality of the season, and so sometimes it takes some of those later stats to kind of offset some of the earlier big games. But from what I'm seeing from some of the local trends, I do think that New England is finding their game and developing their players. So again, I'm looking for subscribers, and questions and comments are more than welcome. Love to hear them. Thank you.